What is that thing? Are you moist Yscapes? I can melt it. Oh, my computer did it absolute twat. Right, let me close that down. Close the program. You've been playing with your wood. That'll happen if you rub it too hard. One Yscape says yes, the other says no. Who's lying? Who's lying? Somebody fibbing. Okay, now it's working. Somebody is fibbing. Do you get your snacks, Yscapes? I ate my snacks earlier, so you know, shit happens. I wondered why you couldn't see shit. We're going to just look at some videos today. We'll see what we've why am I so big? Oh, that's why. Because usually myself looking at the corner. Do you know that pasta last night? I wasn't hungry even when I ate my eggs. I only ate my eggs to make sure that I'd eaten something. I've put slapped ham on for me.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slap Ham. You're about to see some seriously freaky video clips. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content. Just like this.
This is fresh.
A disturbing video uploaded to TikTok by Viral Door Cams has left viewers shocked after a tense encounter was caught on a homeowner's doorbell camera.
Dude's got a katana, Yscape.
The footage, recorded at an undisclosed location during the night, shows a man approaching the property carrying what appears to be a sword, an axe, and a hammer.
He was planning stuff.
His movements suggest he is looking for something specific, prompting one viewer to speculate that he may have been searching for a hidden spare key.
That's why I don't put spare keys outside in front of your house. Yeah, he meant business.
Fortunately, after a short
That's a cool
period of
dismemberment
searching, the
kit.
man appears unable to find what he was looking for. He then leaves the property without making any attempt to enter the home. While it's unclear what the man's intentions were, the unsettling footage serves as a chilling reminder of the value of security cameras.
Oh, just so you know, do you remember how I couldn't figure out what smells were what on my incense? You'll laugh because I did. Fucking tells you right on the top of the box. And the bottom. Tells you on both ends. This is fairy dream, it smells good. Yeah, both ends. So whilst I'm like this, it tells you what aromas it is there. Smell first, learn later. Exactly. I like how the one that I've got from you is called Pagan Magic. It's called Pagan Magic.
Cameras and
Does
to never
smell. It
leave
smells
spare
like. It
keys
smells
hidden
weird.
outside.
So you know. Stimulate yourself with some Pagan Magic.
Pour the amber nectar into an old jam jar and just call it something obscure. There you
How
go,
about
man.
No thanks.
It's grub time!
A recent TikTok video posted
Right, okay, so this, I've seen a lot of this with birds. This is not a glitch in the Matrix. This is not, this is not anything abnormal. This is these birds' defensive mechanism. When they think there's a predator, they freeze. Because Morticia used to do it.
Bob White Quail has been puzzling viewers with a bizarre scene.
You kind of have to snap them out of it. They don't move, they're camouflaged from above, essentially. So it's not a glitch in the fucking Matrix. And people need to stop being so fucking stupid.
While the initial impression is eerie, commenters quickly began offering more grounded explanations. Many pointed
It's
to a
not a
natural
grounded
behaviour
explanation,
known
it's
as a
an
lion
explanation.
scan.
It is the
This
explanation.
term refers to a defensive behaviour observed in various bird species. In a lion scan, birds collectively pause movement to scan their surroundings for signs of danger. If a threat is detected, they can quickly decide whether to fly away or remain
That's a
motionless
tiny
to avoid
dinosaur.
drawing attention from predators.
Should I get a pet quail, Ice Scoops? They need like more
While it
than
may
one
not be
goat.
evidence of a broken simulation, as some commenters suggested, the quail's sudden stillness is a surprising display of evolved survival tactics. A chilling video uploaded to TikTok by user Jenna Michaela.
Have you seen some of the unexplained videos that are on TikTok just now? I fucking shit you not. Some of them I'm just like, what the fuck? They are so scary.
Struck a nerve with viewers after capturing a frightening late-night encounter. The clip, captioned "Scared to the point that I'm shaking," appears to have been filmed by the uploader from inside her home and shows the front door area of her residence.
Mimic, I bet you. Get a lot of this, Mimic.
According to the uploader, the unsettling encounter took place at 2 a.m. when an unknown person walked around her property, knocking and ringing the doorbell.
I don't know whether that's a concern or not. Alright, Mr. Woody.
She adds that she lives alone, heightening the fear factor for both
Who's number
her
3?
and
You've got
those
3
watching.
pieces in here. Sup?
One user urged her to take immediate action, writing, "Call the police ASAP." Another shared a personal tactic that worked for them in a similar situation. My gosh, I'm so sorry, this happened to me before, and I played a 10-minute YouTube video of Rottweilers barking and they left. So what would you do if you were home alone at 2 a.m. and someone was knocking and ringing your doorbell? Let me know in the comments section
Look
below.
through my ring doorbell. You got 2 phones in here, Livescapes. Are you watching on one
Sure,
comment
the
on
striking
one and
video
watching on
uploaded
the
to
telly?
TikTok by PG Stories Official has left many viewers rubbing their eyes in disbelief.
So it's moving. Oh, wait, when we start moving, it looks like it's still, and then you can tell it's moving again.
Titled "The Matrix is Broken," the clip shows a snowy landscape leading to a large body of
Okay, now
water.
that's weird.
However, as the camera operator begins to move, something unexpected happens.
You can tell it's moving again.
It's because you're moving, you idiot.
The motion of the water seems to suddenly freeze. For a few eerie seconds, it looks as though the lake or river has
It's
been
because
paused
you're
mid-flow,
moving. If you weren't
creating
moving,
the
it would not
unsettling
stop.
impression of a scene trapped in time.
It's just the speed of it. It's moving at the same speed you're walking. I think that's
Looks like it's still.
what the explanation is, isn't it, right?
Until it's moving again.
In the comments, viewers were quick to offer explanations, and while most agreed it was some sort of optical illusion, there were slight variations in the theories. Whatever the exact mechanism, the video is a perfect reminder of how our eyes, and even cameras, can be deceived by timing, light,
That's
and
like
motion.
finding yourself at the perfect angle, at the perfect speed. It's pretty cool, but it's very explanatory. Right.
A strange and captivating video posted to TikTok by user Mysticism32 has been drawing in viewers with what some are calling
Is
undeniable
it
proof of a
breathing?
glitch in the Matrix.
Because I know cats do that when they're
Clip
hunting
reportedly filmed
fox.
somewhere in China shows a cat standing still in the middle of a
People being
street.
around it were
The
distracted.
animal appears completely frozen as though paused mid-action. Onlookers begin to gather, whispering and filming the odd sight.
It's not breathing, is it?
Then a second cat
Oh no, it clipped
approaches,
its tail.
but instead
Red's
of behaving
hunting.
normally, this cat too appears to freeze completely, mirroring the first one's uncanny stillness.
Okay, so I have a theory about things like this, about cats. So cats are hunters, so they're good at being still. But I wonder if they're feeling vibrations under the ground.
The comments section has been
But that's
buzzing
wagging
with
its tail
theories.
like it's hunting,
One user
so-
suggested the phenomenon was more than just coincidence, writing, "Cats live in between physical and spiritual realms, so it may sense something in this spiritual realm." Others were frustrated by the filming choices, with one viewer wondering why the person recording never turned the camera toward whatever the cats seemed to be staring at. Skeptics argue there could be a natural explanation, such as the cats being fixated on an unseen sound, scent or vibration, possibly from underground or from a building nearby.
It's more like they've
Cats are
seen
known for their
a
acute
mouse or something.
senses, which can make them appear entranced or locked on to something humans can't detect. Others lean toward the more mysterious, a coincidence too
Yeah.
strange to be ignored.
I don't-
with both animals.
Do you know? I don't think they're on a different wave. I think they're just not. They're just not shaped by society to not believe in those things. They don't have that influence, and I mean, whether or not they can communicate intelligent like we can is another story. But they don't have the influences. They're primal, aren't they? Their base instincts are primal. So they don't have like me telling Piper to stop staring at the wall because there's no such thing as ghosts. We're just conditioned not for it not to be acceptable.
Was freezing in place like a scene caught in some sort of reality-bending glitch. Whether this is an example of cats' heightened senses at work, an odd quirk of animal behaviour, or something more paranormal, it's undeniably an eerie and fascinating moment caught on camera.
Oh my god, I jammed my finger in the wheelie bin lid today. Fucking sore. And I don't think that if I didn't have my false nails on, I would have a
Residents
fingertip
of
left.
Fort Collins, Colorado and
Here we
parts of
go.
South Dakota recently captured surprising footage of
See,
wild
now they're questioning this fungus they think is the same fungus that takes over bugs. And this is a zombie fungus. They're worried about it being a zombie fungus. You know.
rabbits sporting black, sinuous growths, some resembling tentacles, others like antler shards emerging from their heads.
This is how they, in all the, except for the Resident Evil, and all the zombie movies, it's a viral thing like this. I mean, it does, but what's it? All these rabbits are going to have to be called at some point to figure out what the fuck this is. Is it in their brains, or is it just like wart growth? Because they look like, you know, like the people that get the random warts growing out the top of their head. That's what that looks like. But rabbits don't live for 20-30 years. So that must grow pretty fucking fast.
Social media responses ranged from alarm to fascination. Some dubbed them zombie bunnies, straight out of a video game like The Last of Us. However, far from supernatural or a genetic mutation, experts confirm the culprit is the shock papillomavirus, SPV, a DNA virus affecting rabbits, scientifically known as the cottontail rabbit papillomavirus, CRPV. SPV causes benign, but potentially disfiguring, keratinous tumours primarily around the rabbit's head, face and neck. First identified in the 1930s by Dr. Richard E. Schoch, this virus played a pivotal role in cancer research by demonstrating how viruses can induce tumour growth. An early example of viral
So it's been around since the 1930s, but now it's taken over.
And often look alarming. However, virology and wildlife authorities stress that SPV
because it was hair dicey, there was hundreds of
poses no direct threat to humans, dogs or other pets. Wildlife officials in Colorado advise the public to avoid interacting with or touching infected rabbits. But note that while outbreaks appear visually haunting, they have been documented regularly for
I know
decades.
Mitch's man-made, isn't it?
Interestingly, the bizarre phenomenon of horned rabbits captured in recent images echoes a much older and globally pervasive motif of mystical horned mammals, appearing repeatedly throughout human folklore. Long before the famed jackalope popped into American myth, early European naturalists and storytellers described an equally uncanny creature, the Lapus cornutus, or horned hare. Believed to exist between the 16th and 18th centuries, these mythical mammals appeared in several
That's where the
scientific
jackalope
works
comes
and
from.
illustrated encyclopedias. Conrad Gessner included them in his Historiae Animalium, crediting them to regions like Saxony. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic, the legend of the jackalope took root in the deserts and plains of Wyoming during the 1930s. This jacked-up antelope rabbit was the brainchild of two Wyoming brothers who famously mounted deer antlers onto a rabbit carcass, creating a humorous and beloved roadside curiosity. Over time, the jackalope evolved into a staple of American tall tales,
just put that on 'cause
featured
it's
in
quiet.
gift shops, cartoons, songs, and even
not
considered
Tom's
for
voice
official
video.
state mythology. While the rabbits seen in these pictures might seem like creatures from mythology or a horror story, the truth is deeply grounded in science and wildlife ecology. The
Why are you
horns
still
of
talking about this
viral
lap, Tom?
growths, still uncanny, but far less sinister when understood.
Be louder on this because that's the webcam.
A puzzling TikTok from user Collector Dex is leaving viewers both amused and baffled. The clip shows rain-speckled pavement and droplets splashing in clear view, yet when the camera tilts up, there isn't any clouds directly overhead. One viewer joked, "Hope they fix the glitch before the next software update."
I'm not even.
Meteorologists explain it's a natural phenomenon called a sun shower, when wind carries raindrops from distant clouds into areas where the sky above is clear. It's common near mountains, coastlines and regions with shifting wind patterns.
And people just.
So, whether it's quirky weather or a broken simulation, it's a
You're
moment that
enjoying
makes
this
you
too
look
much,
twice.
right,
If you like what we do here at Slapped Ham, then remember
Slapped
to triple that
Ham!
little dinkle.
Right, let's find some spooky shit. Has anybody seen the latest? The latest on the incoming aliens? Apparently, since the moon has been hiding, patching us, there have been 3 crafts spotted. Obviously not by us because we haven't had the moon for like 17 days. Hanging together, a big ship and 2 smaller ships, and there's pictures of it all over the place. Somebody caught it on a scope. That's why the moon's hiding from us, Wise Caves. so we don't catch fucking aliens. Oh no, they've already landed. Oh yes. Yeah, they've already landed. They have. Why does bro have... "7 days ago"? Let's do it. Let's have an alien night. That's Windows. That's...
In recent decades, reports of UFO sightings and alien encounters have surged.
I remember that. That was the
So
guy
much
that was
so
like
that
12
an
feet
egg-shaped
tall.
UFO has also been secretly recovered by the U.S. military. Even the U.S. government is stumped by these strange objects that keep appearing worldwide. All these UFO sightings just raise one question. Could 2025 be the year we make
I caught
first
one the other
contact?
night actually. I meant to
But
upload
before
it.
that, let's take a deeper look
Just
at some of
casual,
the most
just as
mind-boggling...
casual as fuck. Yeah, I caught one the other night, and I know it wasn't ISS or anything because I checked the ISS and Starlink. But I caught one the
UFO
other night.
sightings that have left everyone in awe.
No!
A
Have you seen
sphere-like
those
UFO
famous
crashes
people
into
that are in the
Colombia.
woods in Scotland?
On 2nd March 2025,
What a shame.
a metallic sphere was seen flying in the sky close to the ground. Witnesses reported it was maneuvering erratically above Buga, defying the laws of conventional aerodynamics.
The Burians.
Eventually, it
The
crashed into the
Burians,
hills after
yeah.
getting electrocuted by high-voltage power lines. The object exhibited very unusual behavior. When they poured water on it, it started to smoke and the water vaporized instantly. And when a blowtorch was...
Right, these guys have obviously never, at any point in time, watched the X-Files. If they'd watched the X-Files, they would know not to touch.
Put against its surface, it didn't burn or get hot. Scientists later conducted X-ray analysis, unveiling a complex internal structure.
We've seen
The
that.
sphere measured approximately 50 centimeters in diameter,
It's a
and
new
its
one.
weight fluctuated between 4.5 pounds to 22 pounds. Inside, 18 smaller spheres were arranged around a central chip, all encased within 3 concentric metallic layers. The exterior bore symbols reminiscent of ancient scripts, including runes and Mesopotamian writing.
There's no
The
runes in it.
scientists employed AI to assist in deciphering the strange text.
Right. Did
According
that
to
just
the-
say what I think it just said? They used artificial intelligence, AI, to decipher the script and try and figure out what it says. How the fuck would AI know how to decipher what that says? Because it has to have been discovered at some point for it to be an AI, right? But we've never encountered anything like this. So why would AI, how would the AI be able to help with that? Am I like overthinking this, or is that like a proper what the fuck? Have they just dobbed themselves in? AI can only decipher with information that is available online or it's already got. I know you can have conversations with AI like it's another person and it'll but that information has to be somewhere already.
The researchers, the message was understood as a call to humanity, urging a collective awakening to support and heal Mother Earth. The Colombian government has yet to release an official statement. 3 Tic Tac UFOs seen flying over the moon. There are many conspiracy theories that suggest that aliens have a secret base on the moon. While there is no evidence of the same, back in 2019,
Or artificial intelligence is actually intelligent in its own way now, and we're fucked.
a Russian photographer set up his equipment to shoot a full moon over the city of Moscow.
Let me
And
see
while trying
these.
to focus, he saw something very unusual. At first glance, he could see 3 circular objects moving near the surface of the moon. And then when he tried to refocus to confirm what he saw, to his amazement, now there were multiple circular UFOs moving at the same speed from left to right over the moon. It seemed like an entire battalion of UFOs was flying out for a mission over the moon, and exactly similar to this sighting. Tic-tac shape.
Skyscapes. What if I catch aliens on my telescope? Because you know, anytime that moon's out, I'll be out there. What if I see them? What if I find aliens? Do I not tell anybody? I'll obviously tell you, but do I keep that hush hush? They're going to come for me if I tell people about the aliens. Okay, well, he's Moon Man, I'm Moon Witch, right? I'll win.
UFOs were seen
I'll
flying
stream
right
it.
over
I'll
the
go on the
moon.
TikTok. Do you know, I tried to figure out the other night this fucking attachment for my phone, and oh my god, it's like the minute you put the phone on the back of the telescope, it weighs it, so you've lost your point of centre, and then to get your point of centre, you've got to look through the fucking scope to try and pinpoint, and then obviously get it into focus. But you can't do that because the fucking phone's in the way. Maybe I should actually read the instructions if I knew where I put them. It would maybe tell me how to attach it without disrupting what I'm doing.
Video was recorded somewhere in 2020 near Montreal, Canada. In the footage, you can see 2 to 3 capsule-shaped crafts flying close to the surface of the moon. So much
So I
that
wonder
they
if
leave a
these
shadow on
ones
its
are the
surface.
same ones that were caught last night or the night before last.
The objects appear very small in size in the video, but their actual
Let's see
size
what's not.
might
Let me
be
check
quite
and see if I
massive while
downloaded the
comparing
picture.
them to the size
I think
of
I
the
did.
moon craters right
Let's put it in the
below.
WhatsApp.
And these tic-tac-like crafts, very well, match the description of the UFOs that the U.S. Navy and Air Force have come face-to-face with on multiple occasions in the past. So is this the definitive proof that aliens actually have a hidden base on the moon, from where they are secretly monitoring human activity on Earth? Jellyfish-like UAP seen in 2021. The exact
I don't like that
location
term,
of this
UAP.
sighting has not been disclosed, but it was taken in
Why change it?
2021 by passengers riding in a hot air balloon. The UFO seems to be floating in a desert-like area at low altitude and at a very slow pace. The top of the UFO appears to be spherical and bright, while the bottom half is red in color. Overall resembling a small jellyfish. A similar jellyfish-like UFO has been seen in the past,
Stop
but
calling it
there it
fucking
was giving
jellyfish.
off such bright light that the entire
nothing like
area
fucking
around the
jellyfish.
UFO was illuminated. And then the most shocking thing occurred. It started giving off a green laser-like beam, which started scanning the object
We
right
saw
below,
this like 2, 3,
like it
4
was
weeks
mapping
ago.
the
We did
object
the-
below for some sort of 3D printing. And not just that, throughout the entire
Yeah.
period, it constantly
Right, so
kept
the problem with this kind of shit, right, is there are so many drones. You've seen my big torch. If you were to somehow manage to get that to be manable from a drone, you could attach that to a drone and get it switched on. They are bright, like the new torches and stuff that are coming out are bright. If it's scanning, is it just scanning? Is it a scanner? Like, what is it scanning for?
changing its shape, sometimes oval and sometimes oblong.
But it's not changing its shape. It's not oval or oblong. It's just rotating. That's what happens when things fucking rotate.
Similar to
Change
the
shape.
above two UFOs,
Like
a
circles.
slow-moving orb was seen in a parking lot in the
That
U.S.
just looks
flying
like a
very
bag.
close to the ground
It's caught in
and
the wind.
moving at the same laid-back pace as the first UFO. Surprisingly, this orb disappeared and then later reappeared after some time, going to show that it was aware that it was being recorded. So do all these 3 jellyfish-like UFOs belong to the same alien species who are keeping a very close watch over mankind? Fast-moving bright UFO dives into the ocean. The precise location of this sighting is unknown, but it was taken near the Gulf of Mexico on March 17, 2025. In this video, you can see an object flying over the ocean giving off a bright light. In the initial part, it seems to be gliding smoothly from left to right, and even hovering in the same position for a few seconds. Then suddenly it gives off a sudden bright thrust of light from the back and zooms straight towards the ocean, as if it realized it was being recorded by the humans and hence fled into the safety of the ocean. As it descended into the ocean, it seemed to disappear only
That
to
to me
reappear again
looks
twice, but at 2
a remote
different
control
locations.
jet.
But this is not the first time that a UFO
I mean,
has
you
been
can
seen
get
going
obviously
underwater.
planes that are fucking
Back in
scale.
April 2013, in Puerto Rico, a sphere-like object was swiftly flying first over the Rafael Hernandez Airport and then over road and commercial buildings. The UFO then slowly moved towards the ocean. That's where things got weirder, because the sphere suddenly dipped inside the water.
Right, okay, I'm gonna play spoil all the people's fun. What if it didn't dip in behind the water? What if it just went behind a wave? Because seawater's not straight, it's not flat. You couldn't skate on it.
And when it emerged out of the water, it split into 2 UFOs while traveling at the same speed.
But again, we have the technology for this. Yeah, yeah, they work in water as well. You've got the ones that fucking climb the bloody wall. These are not new technologies. They're just being exploited for this purpose. Like, I am the biggest believer of aliens that you can fucking probably speak to, but even this, I'm just like, these are the reason that people do not believe footage that's actual genuine. It's the same with paranormal and ghost hunting, because people fuck about and put out fake videos. The real videos are like, that's fake. They've ruined it for everybody, and it's going to actually happen one day where we're all going to have footage of aliens on our phone and nobody's got to believe it.
The military personnel were perplexed and horrified as to what they had just witnessed. So do both these incidents indicate that aliens have a secret underwater base?
Look at the fucking nun, right? That picture is the most insane. I've been doing it for a long time. The size of that thing in comparison to where it's like, I don't know whether there's a bit of fucking disbelief in my brain, because the size of her to where she is crouched, and the fact that when I take pictures now, you can see a branch where her head was, that she was blocking that branch out, and it absolutely baffles me, because she was not there to the naked eye. There's no way. If that, I mean, I know it was misty, but if she had been in, if somebody had been in those bushes, I would have seen that. I would have seen them. I've got really good eyesight in the dark. Not only the fact that I knew somebody was there, or I could sense somebody was there, we would have seen that. That bright white, we would have been able to see that in the dark, because bright white for some reason glows, especially when the moon's out. But to look at the pictures of that space where she was crouched, and figuring out the fact that she wasn't actually as far back as we thought she was, she's a lot further forward. That thing was, she's fucking massive. That thing's massive. Be quite interesting to go over there with a tape measure and take a couple of pictures during the daytime, or maybe even during the night time, from in front of the tree, and walking backwards with a tape measure out at like maybe 3-4 foot, to see just how big she is. But I get that she's crouching, but I don't know, there's just something about that picture that's absolutely fascinating, but at the same time it's like, she's not small, and whether that's because she's spectral, and then we get all the whole, like, when we've watched videos on here, we were talking about it not that long ago, about the full bodied apparitions that get in cars and things and then just disappear. That is essentially what that was. And Cameron was over there, but maybe he couldn't see it. It makes me wonder whether if I had went over there, I would have been able to see her, because I didn't get any closer than where I was standing when I took that picture. I don't know, like, there's ever been a time that a picture or an image of something has rendered me mind blown. That is it. And we were not over there for that purpose. Even the monk, if it is a monk, if it's not the same spectral person, if the monk is somebody separate, and I think from watching the video, I think he's just an echo. I think he's a blip. I don't think he is active. I just think that's a memory replaying, and I think we caught it at the right time. The right, like things line up, time lines up, date lines up, the position of the moon lined up, and we just happened to so catch that at the exact point that it was replaying. Because I have played in that park. I mean, we've been chased by things out of that park when I was a kid. I know we're totally diverting, but it's good for me to be able to word things rather than be typing it, because there's a lot goes on in my head when I'm thinking about things. When Yscape to see me debunk, sit on a picture for hours or a video for hours trying to debunk it, I think he is just an echo, and we everything lined up at that point. But when I was a kid, we used to play in that park before the fences were built. It was, the whole thing was just an open space, and we used to go in there in the dark and lie down and watch the unidentifieds. When we were a kid, there was a lot, because there's no light there. But we've been chased by something that I can only describe as a giant fucking lizard thing. That was when we were about 14. That's one of the last times that we went in the park, because we could see it, we could hear it. Maybe it was a fucking badger. No, its back was glowing green, and there was about 5 of us, and we got chased by it. We've never seen it again. Never went back in the park after that. We kind of found other things to do. Sit in my pal's house. We had the Lamborghini and Mad Dog 2020 after that. But we've never encountered that monk. So are we going to encounter him again? I'm not entirely sure. We've got the time that it happened, we've got the date that it happened. It'll be interesting to go back the same time next year and see if he's there. But again, if we're back and forth, because I will be back at the park at some point. I was going to go tonight, but I don't know, there's something telling me not to. I don't know why. So I'm listening to what my intuition's telling me. There's something telling me not to. Getting really good at doing that just recently. I don't know whether that's because she's not there or because, I don't know. Same as on Friday, something was last time we were on live here, something was telling me not to bring Ruby out. Yes, Joe. But it's very telling that Cameron didn't pick that up. And he was adamant I was losing my marbles when I was telling him that we needed to, not go there, because I could sense something in those bushes. We've got the running water, which I was supposed to go over and see if the ditch was running today, and I forgot. But any other time you've been here, when Dad was down last week, that water was not making a sound. There was nothing, because there is no, it's a closed ditch. All it is a hole that they've dug at one end, starting at one part of the field and ending just before, I think it's just before that stump. So it's underneath those two trees. Where they've fallen is where that ditch ends. We got that up here, Joe. We got that up here. We got that in our Tesco. Because I get it when I'm feeling a wee bit, fancy. And I forgot to go get it today because it had been raining today and I wanted to see, but see, there's a lot of people in where I stay that have got dogs that walk them at night, and nobody has ever seen him, which is making me think that he's just echo, because we've seen monks out here. Me and my neighbour, when we used to sit outside in the late when the kids were in bed, she used to come over and we'd sit on the doorstep and have a cigarette and stuff. I've got photos from back then. I don't actually think I've got them anymore, but I caught a photo back then on that camera when I first spectrumed it, of what looks like a monk standing behind one of the lampposts. I've had that doorbell for since 2020 or 2021? It was before COVID. Must have been 2020. No, was it before COVID? Definitely before COVID, because yeah, it must have been before COVID. So I've had that doorbell camera. It must be 7 years, and it's picked up nothing other than that night we came back from the park. So I'm putting this on my wrist. It's not the copper that's irritating me, because I was irritated before. I mean, the copper on it's probably not helping. But I actually think it's my friendship bracelet and everything's washed. Yeah, nothing's ever been caught on a doorbell camera. The doorbell camera's got night vision. There is actually something I need to check from the indoor camera, which I keep forgetting to do, because when I was at Tesco's, it came back and one of the kids' teddies was sitting where I would have had to walk. I would have kicked it when I left the room. When we came back in, me and Leah, it was sitting. I mean, whether I've knocked it and just stepped over it, like, subconsciously when your kids have made a mess, you just step over it because you know it's there. Whether I've done that, but it's a big teddy. It's not a little teddy. It's a big teddy. But yeah, I definitely think the monk is residual. I don't think reading anything into the monk, because I didn't feel him. There was no sense that he was there. The only reason that I know he was there is because he appeared on the camera. I mean, saying that, it might be the nun, but again, I did not sense anything, nothing, and I knew that nun was in that. I knew something was. I didn't know it was a nun, but I knew something was in that bushes. The whole way through that video that I recorded, you can hear me telling Cameron to get up, move away from there, don't go there, there's something in the bushes. And the sneezing as well. I know we had the badger incident before that, and the badger went in the direction of the park, but for that badger to get behind those trees, we would not only hear him, because that whole from the fence, maybe I think it's like 200 yards maybe, all the way along that field is marsh. And again, with the footage we looked at last week, at the trees where we could hear it in the trees. There was nothing moving, there was no grass moving, nothing was getting disturbed, but we could hear it in that grass, and then it was up the fucking tree. Joe, were you here last week when we did the videos? I can't remember whether you were here. I know Karen was. I think it was just me, you and Karen and Claire, wasn't it? I think Joe missed it because I slowed the monk video down and we had a look at the videos that I took after. Yeah, I didn't think you were. We had a look at the videos that I took afterwards. I know you were here. I know both of you were here. There's fucking 3 of you now. Yeah, the thing that was up the trees. That's never done that again. I've never heard anything up those trees since then. I mean, even when we were doing live the week after those trees, there was nothing up those trees. So birds usually roost in the same spot. So if it was birds, they would be there the next night, and the next night, and the next night. They don't change their roost often. And I know it wasn't the owl because the owl hoots all the time. Owls hoot all the time. When that owl was in that bush, shut up, Wisecapes. When that owl was in that bush, it was hooting and hooting and hooting, and it's the only reason I knew it was a fucking owl. It's because it was hooting. It's nice to see them back though. They used to live in the trees that were behind my house, and when they got chopped down, they disappeared. I used to hear the barn owls when I was taking the dogs to the park. I've still got to go through that whole live. Let's come out of this video. I'm not very impressed with the UFO videos. That's so edgy. But I've still got to go through that live replay and get the whistling, because I'm still not convinced that that was the kids in the street. It was coming from, I mean, you heard it, Wisecapes, you both heard it. It was coming from every fucking direction, and then it came from way up behind us. There was nobody there. Well, there's nothing really to see. I just fell over a little bit, okay? I don't have the owl video on the computer, unfortunately, Wisecapes. Could I get it? Yes. Am I going to? No. Yeah, the whistling was insanely... I don't know. I do not know. I mean... It was midnight. It was what was it after? No, it wasn't. It was closer to 11 we were live, wasn't it? Was it 10 till 11 we were live? Piss off, posts and stories. Let me just check, because it tells me the start time on my live. I think we started at 10 and I finished at 11. Because I re-downloaded this earlier. Flies, Wisecapes. Yeah, it started at 10:05, and we did like 45 minutes or so in the park. So yeah, I don't know, the whistling was weird. Could it have been the kids after the first one? That first one was behind those trees, because both my kids were like, what the fuck was that? It was definitely behind those trees, which absolutely it was absolutely, and it was so loud as well. But I'll need to find that. I'll need to find all the whistle points, because we should be able to pinpoint what direction at least it came from. As way the camera was facing. The camera was facing in the trees all the time. So me and Yscapes and Karen sat and discussed what we think is going on with that nun. Now that nun, I do not believe she is there for anybody else other than me. Just based on the feeling that I got when she was watching her. She was looking straight at me. Like she could have been looking at Cameron, who was further that way. She could have been looking at Leah, who was behind me and closer to the tree stump. But that was a dead on. And she caught, like, when I walked past her, do you know, like, when you get that feeling that somebody's just watching you? Every time, if I go live and I've not been to the shop and I need to go to the shop afterwards, even if it's just nip round to Aldi, it's like 8:30 sometimes. So it's dark-ish now. And I can feel, I don't know whether she's trying to get me over there. But I can sense her, I can feel her watching. And it's only really bad when it's the night time comes in. Which absolutely fascinates me, because when I'm in the house, things happen all during the day. All during the day they do. Like, I've had quite a few things fall over in the kitchen today on its own. You need to feed your troll, Yscapes. Because it's been naughty. You know, silly things that you're just like, Oh, look, he's back. You heard me talking about his troll. So it's weird. It's very, very strange. It's very strange. But we have a couple of theories, because we've now had a couple more eyes look at that picture, and they've picked up what looks like either a child or a woman sitting down in front of the tree next to the nun, and that is not on any other picture either. That's why if you look in the Discord now, there's a side by side of the tree and the nun. It's just very strange. It's very strange. But we think either a child was hiding the nun, who was hiding from whatever, or the nun was hiding a child. The witch that I channeled, I don't think she's anything to do with them. I'm not entirely sure what she is, but she is bound to that location. She cannot get out from under those trees. That's why she was darting about between them. That is my theory on the witch. She was absolutely terrified of me. So I'm not entirely sure. She maybe was just terrified because I could see her, maybe. But she's bound to that ground. I don't, like, off with the head, off with your arms. Don't bury them together. They don't rest. But she's bound to that ground. And like, we could dig under that tree and find her. She could be buried under those trees. They've still not cut them yet, so I can't go count how old they are. But we don't know what's under that. I mean, there was fucking bricks under there and everything. So yeah, it's very strange. It's very, very strange. And obviously there's no way to know if anything's buried there without digging, and we can't just go dig up a fucking park. I mean, we could, but should my goal in life to get rich enough to be able to buy that land and dig it? Yes? Manifest. Yeah, it's very strange. It's very, very strange. But I mean, she might not necessarily be in those trees. There's the marsh as well that's behind that. So I didn't do it on here, but I did lots of research into, you know, like maps, because maps go right back. You can get maps from the 1700s, 1600s. So my town exists at the end of the 1700s, I think, or at least what was my town back then. It was a couple of houses down the main street. There is nothing here. This, until they built the train, the railroad in the 1800s, there was nothing here. It was barren land, farmland, I'm not entirely sure. There was no registered, nothing on this land, absolutely nothing. It does not exist on any maps before 1940. Well, that's, if it's the 1970s, that's 50 years. If it's the 60s, it's 60 years. But there's one thing as well that I actually meant to mention to you. So when we were over there last Sunday, obviously Dad's drone biffed the fuck out. So there's no footage from his drone. It was trying to go home. So when you start a drone, it logs the GPS location. So that GPS location was getting bounced all over the place, which makes no sense because there's nothing over there that should be able to do that. But when he set it to home and it went to a point that it had decided was the home point, instead of landing, it went up the way, and it was going up. It was going to go up until it obviously lose signal and it just stop and fall. There was something at play that was trying to stop whatever it thought we were doing. But the weird point is, before it went to the home spot, that tree stump, you can see it in all the pictures, all the videos, the tree stump from the first tree that fell, that drone hovered about there for about 5 minutes and it just refused to budge from above that tree stump. It was not moving. But all those trees have damage to them on the outside. They've got woodworm. They are diseased. They are not healthy. My tree, the roots under my tree are black. Like there's mold and rot in there, which makes sense as to why she would have couched. But the trees are diseased. It's fucking weird. The trees at the edge of the park are not. They're fine. There's nothing wrong with them. Just those 7 trees. And obviously we did find, you guys will have not seen this because I only put it in the WhatsApp. Let me see if I can find it. So it's very, very strange. Very, very, very strange. I think at one point I'm going to have to do escapes, because I don't think it's necessarily the male side. I think because the children were there. I think it's just because they're children. I said this earlier. I think if I had been by myself, or even with Dad by ourselves on that night, she maybe would have come forward. But like I said to you guys, and I'll keep repeating it, I did not have any protection on me. I didn't even have my runes drawn on. Nothing. I was not intending to go over there and ghost hunt. That's not what we were doing. We were over there to try and get dark so we could see the Perseids. That's what we were doing. We were not over there with the intent of catching fucking nuns hiding in the bushes. But I had no protection on me. I didn't even have my bracelets on. I had my friendship bracelet and this on. That's it. Had nothing. Not even my obsidian. Nothing. Sorry, it's not obsidian, it's agate. Nothing. Absolutely no no protection, nothing. She could have taken me if she'd wanted to. Like, she had clear shot at me. So that's, I don't think she's necessarily malicious. She's maybe on edge because I could sense her. I knew she was there. But what was I doing? I was looking for a picture of what? What was I looking for a picture of? Does anybody remember what was oh wait, no, I see it. I see it. No. I mean on WhatsApp. I was looking for a picture of the tree. Remember, I found it on a tree. Yscape is like, I have no idea what you're talking about. That's okay, because neither do I. 90% of the time, it makes no sense to me. Okay, just so you know. Right, what have we got? I've got image, screen capture, the window, teddy bear. Right, let me open these pictures. Oh, bollocks. I need to change my save point because it's in the fucking shop stuff. Guys, I can show you the shit from the shop now because we're on YouTube as well. So is there anything you want me to show you that I've got? Any of the bracelets you want to see? Oh, where does it put them? That is the most random shit ever. Screenshots, save pictures. Right, let me try that again. Because it obviously doesn't want to. What's happening? So it's there in the images. So why is it not fucking showing up? Rude. I hate computers. Piss me off. Fucking A. But let's save them again somewhere else. Put them in pictures. There we go. Save it there. Now I know what it is. Right, so when we went over, now bear in mind I've lived in this area for a long time. I'm old like a dinosaur. I have lived in this area for a long frickin' time. And I've known these trees for a long frickin' time. Do I want to kick the bear? Well, it might make me feel better because I'm struggling to find a way to, you know, my brain's lagging tonight. Tell you fucking something. I mean, it lags a lot, but it's really lagging tonight. Is it going to let me do this? No, okay, cancel. Let me add a source. Okay. If anybody would like to right, well, can you let me fucking look at it? It's not going to let me do it that way. Okay. Cancel. That's really annoying me because I can't remember what source it is. Screen capture. Sharing. Right, okay, let's have a look at this tree. Can you guys see that alright? Yes. So this is a tree. This is the tree that I channeled off. Right? And Wildscapes has seen this. But when we were walking about, I clocked this up here. That is as clear an image as I could get of it. Dad took some too. But it looks almost as if there's some writing, runes, whatever, next to it. And that is above the Widowmaker branch. Sorry, I'm back. Look at my face. Look at my face! Whoa! Okay, well that did what I needed it to do. And I put it in, obviously, I negatived it. I know the tree looks fucking scary. But this, I don't know what that says. Be quite interesting to take the phone stand over there when it's not windy and the leaves aren't blowing all over the place. In fact, in the winter Wildscapes, when there's no leaves on the branches, we'll be able to get a clearer shot of that. I'm trying to decipher what it is, whether it's just a knot on the tree or if it's something that looks like a heart. Not these trees. We don't go by normal times with these trees. So I'll keep an eye on it, and if I can get a clear shot with the camera on the phone on the phone stand, telescope, binoculars, telescope. You know, Wildscapes, because I've got one of them now. Right, okay. We will go back to the tree and try and figure out what the fuck that is. I did notice out of the 5 trees left standing, there seemed to be 2 more marks like that, different heights, different shapes, on, you know how I had you know how I had no interaction with the 2 back trees, but it was the 3 at the front. It was the front one and the one that I had no interaction with at the front. The 2 between the Widowmaker and at the back that was dead, that were given off no EMF, they don't have it on them. So it'll be interesting to see what that is. What it is. What it is. We're getting darker now, earlier. So it means I can go out earlier, and it's not as sus as me wandering about the park at midnight with my dowsing rods like an idiot. So I should be able to go over to the park more. I just don't want to, I mean, nobody's going to complain really because we're quiet, but Leah was a bit she was alright until the whistling started. It was the whistling that scared her. I mean, I don't blame her. It was quite unnerving. are these videos? That's quite Poltergeist. I still haven't found that Poltergeist video for you, by the way. It's fucking annoying me. Right, let's put this on. I'm going to quickly check my camera a second. Before I forget. Yeah, you took the
This
fuck out
stop
of there.
tells the story of Chilo, a woman whose life took a frightening turn after a seemingly harmless acquisition. In 2012, Chelo bought a peculiar cult pendant, supposedly related to the enigmatic Aleister Crowley. Coincidentally, around that same time, he was struggling with an addiction. Since then, a series of unexpected, inexplicable events have been his constant shadow. But the most alarming thing happened recently on June 5th, 2025. While Chelo was at home busy washing the dishes, some strange noises alerted her from the hallway. The feeling of unease was so strong that she decided to start recording with her phone. What she captured is frankly chilling.
Okay, I'm so crazy, right? Here we go. Baby's terrified. Hold on.
That's one
Really,
good
YouTube?
thing.
It's a
Capital
good
one.
advert to put when we want to scare shit. Ah, we can't see it. I can't see. We can't see it. So it happened down there. And the camera obviously gets cut off by the arm of the sofa. Hang on. No. We can see
I
it.
know you're okay, Pasta.
I can see its back.
First, there were some banging sounds. Then the door at the end of the hallway started opening and closing by itself, over and over again. The camera on his phone was distorting and shaking for no apparent reason. But what really put her on alert was her dog's reaction, who ran away terrified and whimpering. Chelo is convinced that something is connected to her, something that follows her everywhere.
Right, I've got it.
This clip was recorded late at night in the quiet
Me and
kitchen of the
Leah
house.
Are heading
Who
out the
lives here
living
says that
door,
she often feels as
and
if
it is
someone
still
or something is
sitting
watching
in
her.
that corner
But
because I can
tonight
see
she
it. 'Cause
managed
it's
to
got,
capture the
sorry, it's got to me, for it, what is it? What's the fucking grey bears called? Not Forever Friends. Is it You and Me Bear? To You and Me Bear or some fucking shit. It's got the patch on its bum and I can see its bum in the corner against the wall. Yeah, Me To You Bear. So it was right up against that wall when I left. That's just left the house, it's still against that wall. Well, I'm assuming it fucking is. Yep, we're outside. The only problem is the camera is set, so unless something moves over there, to move it, nah, it doesn't catch it. Sitting right in the middle of the floor, we would have fallen over it.
the terrifying activity with her camera.
Why did I hear Tiny Tim? calling it bullshit.
She enters the kitchen, puts down a glass, and blows out a candle, when suddenly a cabinet door swings open and slams shut with incredible force, apparently on its own.
So if they're going to talk
At
about how
first,
she blew the
seems to
candle
ignore it,
out and
but
it
a few moments
relit.
later, while the dishwasher's running, the cabinet opens again. Suddenly, this time even more violently, startled and scared to death, she runs out of the kitchen. What is opening those doors? Is it just faulty hinges or something much more sinister? Now let's travel back a few days to July 3rd, 2025 and meet Captain Casket, a man with a fascination that we could say is rather peculiar. He has been in this current house for almost a year without any incidents, and he loves collecting strange objects.
Yeah, it's
and
weird, isn't it?
macabre ones, many of them coming from funeral homes with a clear connection to the deceased. One day, a friend brought him more of these unsettling curiosities, and just a few days later, the atmosphere in his house changed drastically.
Right, again, I'm going to call bullshit. Because a spirit's not going to attach itself.
While filming a video about these strange experiences, something was captured that would chill him to the bone.
Yes.
He lived in this house for probably close to a year now, and I've never had.
So, from my experience, and I'm nearly 40, and I've lived in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 houses. It takes about a year for anything to settle long enough and to be comfortable enough. To start doing things. 12 months, between 11 and 13 months, I would say, before something, because so staying in a house for a year and have nothing happen is not abnormal. It's like settling in with your new roommate. That's such a shitty way to put it, but it is. 7 houses, and it's always been first year's been quiet, and then shit just goes to fuck.
Something happened here. I've never once thought there was any kind of strange
Why is
things
this out of
happening
sync?
or
Give me a
ghosts
sec.
or anything like that until
That's
a
gonna
couple
piss me
weeks
off.
ago when I
Settling curiosities. And just a few days later, the atmosphere in his house changed drastically. While filming a video about these strange experiences, something was captured that would chill him to the bone.
He lived in this house for probably close to a year now, and I've never had. Something happened here. I've never once thought there was any kind of strange things happening or ghosts or anything like that until a couple weeks ago when I was given these like lab grade
Lab-grade potatoes.
things like test tubes. And these are like the legit Pyrex brand, like super.
But what has that got to do with the logic of these people? Like, what? Why? Having test tubes in your house isn't going to make a ghost go, oh my god, let's play. Like, it's not. Stupid.
High quality glassware, right? It came from my birthday party at home. So the other day I was in my room and I started to hear like a clink, and I don't see any movement, but I hear it. And it's like obviously those. So I didn't think too much about it. And then a few days later I started seeing little shadows.
Well, that's it though. Even if they were full of water, I don't know. Like, it baffles me that people are like these most like there's things that spirits attach themselves to. There has to be a reason why a spirit would attach themselves to it. A scientist isn't going to get extremely comfortable and fall in love with, say, like a glass beaker, whereas like a kid might have a favourite doll or a kid might attach itself to a doll. I cannot see. It's maybe just at the point that he's brought them into the house, that whatever's in the house or on the land has chosen that point in time to accept that he's there and start doing something.
Shadows. On the south side of my vision, I peek over while watching television and wonder, what's going on here? I mean, like, my sleep has not been as good.
While Captain Casket was talking about the paranormal activity, a dark figure moved behind his door, completely unnoticed by him. Soon after, he heard strange voices echoing through the house.
Has hecho muchas investigaciones de fantasmas, electronic voice.
It seems to be, yeah, like, oh, well, this is the most obvious point. They've obviously attached to these jars. These are the last things they brought in the house. The only thing that's bugging me here with this something moving behind the door thing is his video phased. His video lagged.
Fenómeno de análisis. Sabes exactamente de lo que hablo cuando digo que esa es la calidad.
Like, none of these videos are in sync.
That's the perfect example. The same one.
He showed that in that corner there was no space to hang a jacket.
Well, I'm
nor
sorry,
for a
but you can
person
fucking
to
hang a
stand,
jacket there.
surrounded by his macabre objects. A few days later, while painting, he noticed a dark...
Am I like being stupid? You could hang a jacket there. Yeah. Look, I'll not lie, right? See, occasionally, like, I've got 2 jackets hanging in the kitchen door, right? 2 jackets. And occasionally, if it's dark in the kitchen and I'm half asleep and I walk through, I'll occasionally think there's a really tall person and it's just the jackets on the door. But saying, clearly coming out, oh, there's no room for clearly a jacket to hang. Yes, there is. Dude, there's a fucking house coat on that wall. There's no room for a house coat on that wall. Can you see it? I don't even know. I can't see. See the house coat on the wall? Do you see that? It takes up. In fact, there's a house coat and a jacket on that wall. See? There's plenty of space for a jacket to hang on that wall. On the door, you can get little clips that go over the other side of the door. You know, they sit over the top. But even saying that, if there's not enough room for a jacket to hang, an apparition's not going to hide there. He's losing credibility with me because the narrator's just outing him. His videos are not in sync, which suggests they've been edited.
Figure upstairs and decided to record it.
Again, it looks edited because look at the colour of that. Look how dark that is compared to here. And it seems to be spreading.
Hello?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Hang on a minute, because I just realised I've got some fucking... Off. We're looking at this, I'm assuming. See, again, they lose credibility when you move towards something or step away from something and it moves in the direction you're moving.
I heard noises where I saw the shadow, and as I approached, the door opened by itself.
See, look, the floor down there
Captain
is
Casket
cleared up
didn't
now.
hesitate. He turned and left immediately. After collecting these objects and experiencing such events, he is completely convinced that something is haunting his home. Let's hope to hear news soon. This clip was recorded in a quiet house where the owner claims to hear strange music late at night. She says that the unsettling sound of a piano sometimes echoes through the house, even though no one is playing. Tonight she investigates, but things don't.
Again, this could be... This could just be an echo.
Go as expected.
A blip in time where it's on loop. I love it. I just love the fact that you can't... That would creep the fucking shit out of me, I'm not gonna lie. Creep the shit out of me, it would. Too much like one of those wind up music boxes.
What happens?
Why did he never turn the fucking light on? Brendan's tuning it.
We hear the faint...
Why did he not turn the light on? Here's a good tip for you though. The cat's looking, the cat can see, but I'm not convinced. They didn't turn the light on. They didn't turn the light on. They wouldn't. There's reasons why they wouldn't turn the light on if they're using line or something to trip that cupboard door. Turning the light on would cause the line to reflect.
Sound of a piano as she enters the room where she is, but there's no one there. Confused,
yeah, the cat is looking,
she heads to the basement, where the sound now seems to come from. But as she nears the piano, the music abruptly stops. Then, suddenly several objects in the room fall on their own,
can chip a line,
causing her to flee in terror. Now is the moment. Subscribe and like this video in 5 seconds.
Under the table.
If you don't do it, this entity will come tonight.
Go fuck yourself. Fucking pull that shit with me, I swear to God. Narrate your videos better than a sub.
Huh?
Who the fuck does that? That's really annoyed me. Who the fuck? That's like when somebody sends you those spam emails. Like when somebody sends you those spam messages. If you don't share less than 10 people for the next fuck off. Don't do it. I don't like that. Do not do that. I'll send them right back to you, and I will send something to you. Not right, Lionsgate.
It came from the dark depths of the place. It was a strangely calm voice saying she had lost her friends. The boys, with a hint of suspicion, asked her if she was a skin changer. She simply repeated in the same unchanging voice, "I lost my friends." It wasn't the desperate tone of someone truly trapped. Realizing that something wasn't right, they turned around and ran away from the place. Because of the silo's size and darkness, many think these places shelter imitate
silos. There's a weird one, Yscape. Silos. A lot of fucking shit happens inside a silo. For what reason? Is it the shape of them? Is it just the sheer space inside them? They're like big, empty fucking containments of energy, aren't they? When they're empty, they are big empty batteries, I think, or big full batteries of energy. Silos are fucking terrifying. You cannot convince me otherwise.
Or skin changers. What do you think?
Fucking skin changers. What the fuck's a skin changer?
This next video was filmed late at night in a quiet yard. The owners say that they have often felt watched in this place, but this time the camera actually caught something strange.
Yeah. Again, you lose credibility when you don't have full coverage of all the... When you're pulling something towards the camera, you can hide behind the fucking camera. Now, you're pulling it under the door, from the other side of the door.
At first, everything seems very normal. A single chair remains still in the...
Again, we've done this with the balls. Things do not move like that. You saw how much they struggled to move those balls, and those balls weigh nothing. I do. But those balls they're like ball pool balls that I've marked up, and I mark them on the floor and put them down. And when they get moved, that's poltergeist movement. That's what you would expect with a poltergeist. But it's not, because they're pulling it from this direction, and then they're pulling it from under this doorway, and then they're yanking it. Those balls barely move. I had to get AI to lay them over each other to see them moving, or to see the movement in them. It's so very subtle. That's why, like, we used to draw around things on a piece of paper and see if it moved off the lines. This is bullshit. This is why genuine footage doesn't get a look in. It fucking infuriates me.
Yard. But then, with no one nearby, the chair starts to slide forward by itself. It feels like something is sitting in it and pushing it across the floor.
You can see what corner it's getting pulled from this direction, this corner.
The following investigation comes from the well-known team led by Alberto Del Arco. They explored a place believed to have belonged...
See if people hadn't given so much material that can be debunked or has been proven fake, there would be no reason for people to question genuine material. There would be no reason for it, because this is why we can't have nice things.
To a witch. The locals claim that strange rituals used to be performed here, and that even today, eerie sounds and shadowy figures are reported inside.
Lynch for the witch, because obviously we worship.
Can't you see there's something in the trash can?
No, here. No.
Here I go.
It's like passive aggressive witch.
This isn't. No, the plant isn't. No, but it's around here. It's around here. How curious. Oh man, I swear. I swear, I hope you have that, because I saw over there.
What is it?
A small person. I couldn't tell if it was a boy or girl. You can hear when.
Are you going to replay it so we can see it? No?
No, we're not ready for a push. We're not in any shape for a push.
Let's try and have a wee look at that, because I don't think we're going to replay for us. Apparently somebody walked in front of the camera.
Around here? How curious. Oh man, I swear.
What?
I swear, I hope you have that.
Believed to have belonged.
Can anybody see that?
The locals claim that strange sounds and shadowy figures are reported inside.
Can't you see there's something in the trash can?
No, here. No.
Here I go. This isn't. No, the plant isn't. No, but it's around here. It's around here. How curious. Oh man, I swear.
Oh wait, no, wait.
I swear.
Wait.
No, here. No.
Wait.
Here I go.
I don't think it's where it's telling us to look. It's in front of the table that he's standing behind. And it is literally this height. It runs about here. I did see it that time,
This
but it's
isn't.
really fast.
No, the plant isn't. No, but it's around here. It's around here. How curious. Oh man, I swear.
I think that was his hand. Am I tripping balls here?
How curious.
It's his hand! Okay, so that's his hand. There is nothing fucking there. Slow-mo. Sorry. There's nothing there. So it's trying to say there's something runs here.
This isn't.
So his hand, he's got K2 in his hand.
Plant isn't. No, but it's around here. It's around here. How curious. Oh man.
There's fuck all there. There's nothing there. His torch is in the way. His hand is distracting down here. There is nothing there. I don't see shit.
This isn't.
Sorry, I'm gonna watch this again.
No,
'Cause-
the plant isn't.
see, now I would have said that was something, but it's obviously not.
No, but it's around here. It's around here.
Let me slow it down some more. Keep your eyes on that door frame, to the left of the right of the door frame, outside.
How curious. Oh man, I swear.
Nah, I'm not seeing it. Not saying there's nothing there, but I'm just not
I
seeing
swear, I hope you have that, because I saw over there
I'm not seeing nothing.
a small person. I couldn't
I
tell
think
if
it's
it
a
was a boy or
reflection
girl.
or
You can hear
the
when.
distortion of the light in the K2. I think that's what it is. Remember, my mind does it on my
No, we're not
camera.
ready for a push. We're not in any shape for a push.
It's definitely not what they're thinking it is.
Again, Pero.
And louder. Here the smell is even stronger.
Okay, what smells bad? What did you see here?
I didn't hear. I heard something from here.
What did he say? Look, we can.
First, as he looks ahead, a dark, shadowy figure becomes clearly visible, and a loud,
nothing there.
eerie sound echoes in the
There's
background.
fuck all there.
As he enters the empty classroom, another strange, unsettling noise is heard.
Yes, Sal. Are we? Where are they? And how many are they? Are you still there?
There he is. Oh, there he is. He's starting to act like cold, right? Yeah. Does it feel really cold? Does it feel cold down here? Yeah. Does it feel cold? Yeah. Does it feel okay? Bad? Are you here?
So, I'm assuming that's similar to a REM pod. I don't understand why the REM pod is playing creepy music box music. I do not understand why you would want your REM pod to play creepy music box music, but
Where is something falling?
oh, it's one of them. Okay. So it's a REM pod music box. I don't get the point of them. It can't interact with you. It can't answer you yes, no like a camera REM pod.
Are you here with us?
A faint but clear whisper in the recorded audio suggests a terrifying nearby presence. When one of the team members asks a question out loud, the REMPOD device suddenly
Did he really just spell out REMPOD device? It's a REM pod, my guy.
starts going off on its own.
With a little box?
Oh, you want me to draw Halloween stuff?
Listen. Yes, she went crazy. She went crazy.
Yes, Joe! We're looking for ghosts!
What?
I need to get one of them. They're only 50 quid on Amazon. I need to get a REM pod. Sorry, an REMPOD device.
Finally, while standing near the stairs,
Actually made me cry with laughter.
REMPOD goes off again, reacting to something that can't be seen. A man recently shared a terrifying video that a friend sent him, recorded with a home security camera. In the recording, the basement door swings open all by itself. No one can be seen. But that's not even the worst part. He asks viewers to turn up the volume.
I got set up in minutes and have been keeping their streaming and gaming flawless.
This is not your calling, mate. It was fucking
What's
cool.
happening?
Wait. Why doesn't the image in the telly match the sofa? The image in the telly doesn't match the sofa, guys, look. Sorry, yeah, we're looking at the telly. The telly device. It doesn't match the. So there's 3 remotes lying next to those books, but in the telly there's no remotes lying next to those books. That pillow's white in the telly. That pillow's non-existent in the telly. Yeah, fuck off with your basement door, mate. None of that! Thank you very much.
If you do it, you
Why would
faintly
you put
hear a
that
whisper
cutscene in
or a
there?
low growl from the basement just before the door opens.
See why, Scapes? This is why I don't fuck about my shit. When I post shit, it's genuine. I do this to my own videos. I mean, you saw me when I send you shit and I'm going, fuck is that? Do it with my own videos. This is how I check my own videos. My photos, I will zoom in to a point mark it out, check it, move on to the next one. I do it with everything. I'm so meticulous. It's a SOCK device. See, whereas I might go to Yscapes, like, I've seen this. Why is my phone all of a sudden doing that standby bullshit? I'll go like what does this look like? And Yscapes will be like, well, that looks like that, blah blah blah. And I go, well, that's what I thought. And then Karen will be like, yeah, I see that too. And then we're just like, okay, cool. What could that be? And then we try and, you know, figure out, even with the camera, any footage that you guys saw from that camera went through Karen and Yscapes before I decided that there was something there. It was never just like, oh, look at this, it's cool, let's post it. I mean, there's not very much stuff that I've posted, but the stuff that you've seen, Joe, especially Joe's seen some stuff. Well, I don't know. I just think that, I mean, even saying that, like, well, when we're seeing shit in my telly, Joe, did you see the gremlin in the telly? Did anybody see the gremlin in the telly? I don't know whether Claire's still here. I don't think I've showed anybody other than you and Karen that gremlin, Yscapes. When we saw the full, did I show you, Joe? No. The pink one. I don't think anybody's seen the pink one other than what Karen and Yscapes. Where you can see his ears and stuff. I don't know. I can't remember. I've got that much stuff to show you. But I don't think you've seen this new one. I need to check back my other videos. No, I don't think you have. I don't think anybody has. Let me see if I can find it. The Troll in the Telly, we called it. Yeah, there it is. Let me save that. So, it's been very, 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 very quiet. I know I'm jumping back and forward from things that I'm doing. It's like midnight. I'm looking at the show. I'm bored. It's been very quiet in here. It's really quite depressing how quiet it's been. Not saying that I want you to start jumping out of fucking you know, we're good. We are good. But it's been really quiet. There's been very little orb activity, very little of anything really since the week beginning the 20th of July. It's been very quiet. I've just been in there. Why is it? Where's WhatsApp? And we had no spooky shit. Nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. I'm gonna have to save that again. Where is it fucking saving it? In there. Right, well, I don't see it. So, am I? Oh no, it's in there. Silly. You're so silly. I need to sort this computer out. It really fucking isn't in there, you liar. Why is it doing that? Save as. Save. Yeah, there's been no... Oh well, I'm stupid. Found it. I was in the wrong folder. Got so many folders, I need to sort them all out. Yeah. No, fuck my life. There had been no activity, and that day that the little bit of plastic got flung on my live, that was about the same time on it, Yscapes. You just watch me struggle with this stupid fucking computer because I've got so many bloody folders. I don't know where the fucking... On here or on WhatsApp? WhatsApp, nothing's coming through on WhatsApp. Let me check my phone, because sometimes the app biffs out on my computer. No, the last message on WhatsApp is fucking updates. Yeah, yeah, but I couldn't see you because I was out of the... Right, so let me zoom in on this bad boy. You get lost because I'm not looking at you. Oh my god. Do you see him? Oh, fuck off. There is nothing in front of that telly at all that would cause that reflection. Nothing. But you can make out his face and his ears. He's got like, his ear runs up there, and his eyes and his nose and his mouth and his chin, and this is his shoulders. I've never seen him again since I had to tell them to stop fucking about. And that can't be much bigger than a foot. And I don't mean a foot in length, I mean like a person's foot, and it's obviously not a person's foot. See, I would, but other than being mischievous little shits sometimes, jump scare, they seem to have teetered off. But all the activity seems to have teetered off. Now, whether that's to do with the lunar events, and because I'm more conscious of what's happening, this is maybe just the way it works. We get to midsummer and things drop off, and then it intensifies as we get up to Halloween, because my Halloweens are somewhat special. So it could be a case of it's just a natural depreciation in activity, which I have not been aware of. I know that the areas Spook does rotations around the houses, so it'll be in mine 1 minute and then over at my neighbours and then another neighbours, and I know that happens because I've spoken to the neighbours, and it rotates maybe every 6-7 weeks, sometimes longer, sometimes less. It just depends. It's not got a fixed abode, this resident land spirit. We'll call him a land spirit because he's not house, he is on the land, or whatever it is, group of them, I don't know. But I've maybe just never, I'm so used to it, but I wasn't looking for it for one, but I wasn't as aware this time. 9-10 months ago, I wasn't. You know, I had switched off, I had walled up, I had no intention of looking for anything, interacting with anything. If things came in, as long as they behaved, I didn't do anything with them. I never interacted. It's only been since October last year, when I've started delving into things again, that I've noticed patterns. But obviously we've only had the camera since, we've only had that camera for about 10 weeks, maybe less. The orbs have all stopped. There's no way that was dust. You don't get dust and then no dust. It doesn't work like that. So whether it's just a natural calming down that's due to moon cycles and summer festivities and stuff, that then is going to build up again before October, I don't know. This will be a first year for me to delve into that. I'm obviously keeping an eye on the camera, and when it starts picking up again I'll be able to monitor it, but it could just be a chill out. The energy changes. These moons, honest to fuck, have affected me in Wisescapes. I don't know if Wisescapes has ever experienced moonshine the way that we had moonshine for that full moon that just passed, and we've done moons together. We've watched full moons. That was something fucking else. That was insane. That we were literally fucking hungover. And I don't think we've actually got back on our teeter-tot yet since that full moon. Fucking nuts. Never experienced anything like that before. Ever. And I stand out in front of the full moon all the time. It was trippy as fuck. Yeah, see, we've got all these lunar events and lunar events and things happen in the sky that the energy's maybe overloading them, and they're just like, right, chill out. I mean, there's been nothing really in here since that last piece of plastic was thrown that time on my live. Yeah, I've had somebody standing off to the side, but I think that was me being introduced to a new spirit guide. I don't think that was anything. When that was poking me on the arm, that was nothing spirit. That was not a spirit. That was something I believe was, because when I was singing and looking that way, I could see the outline of her. Which is very, very strange, because usually I can't. And I've never seen it again. But there's a different feeling when I tap into my intuition. I call it my intuition. They are your intuition. When your intuition's talking to you, it's your spirit guides, it's your guides. Some people just don't, obviously, they're not tuned in. No, there wasn't a reaction like when these fuckers run at me and stuff and throw stuff at me. It wasn't. It was really mellow. That was playing. It was playing with my hair. Like, I don't let anything touch my hair. Nobody touches my hair. Well, my kids do, but that's different. But yeah, it was very, very strange. It was more like a, I belong to you, and we're cool. We are. There was a connection. I don't know. It was just very, very strange. I wasn't alert. I wasn't like overstimulated like you get when things happen. Like, well, they're freaky, aren't they? It was complete and utter calm, which is fucked up. It was like, oh hey, here I'm here. I can't even remember what day that was to check the footage. Was it a Fleetwood Friday? Was it a Fleetwood Friday? It was not Fleetwood Friday, was it? That's another thing. I don't know what day that was. I don't know what I was singing at the time. I have no recollection. It's not. Usually when things happen, I write it down. I don't know what day that happened. I've got the times, I think. No, but I don't think it was a Friday. I think it may have been a Thursday. No, it's totally. Yeah, I think it was. No, I don't even think it was. It couldn't have been last week, surely. No, we wound Tom up on the Saturday about Fleetwood Friday because he'd missed it. So weird. I think what I'll do when I come off here is I can fast scroll through some of my replays and see if I can find it. There was one Friday, I think it was a Fleetwood Friday, where yeah, it was the one before. So I'll check. Not Friday there, but from the Friday backwards. It was definitely not the weekend. It was weekday. But one of the Fridays, and I think it was Fleetwood Friday before that Friday passed there, was where it flicked the front of my hat. Something flicked the front of my hat. Now I'm not sure if that was the same day that I was getting tapped. See, this is what baffles my brain sometimes. I was so chill with it that I don't actually remember it. Like, I don't remember what day it was. I don't remember what I was singing. Nothing slots into. Yeah, that's what I was doing. That fucking baffles me. That's why I think it was Spirit Guide, or it was somebody that was sent for me to join. It's weird. It's weird. Let me just get my dates out. So the 24th, so it was 17th backwards. I'll check the 17th backwards when I come off. We'll watch the rest of this before I jump off. Just watch that telly, because I think there's something.
The man claims that this is the second time it has happened to him, months apart, and without any logical explanation. That's really fucking. Do you know, like when you. It's not deja vu, it's like the opposite of deja vu, and you're just like, That's pretty much where my brain is right now. I can't pinpoint whether. I mean, the hat flick happened really early on. It was in the first half an hour the hat flick happened. But I don't think that was the same day that I was getting tapped. So really, when I need you to answer something, silence. Did you flick my hat the same day you tapped my shoulder? Could have been a wacky Wednesday, but then I used the voice changer on Monday last week. Because I don't have a set day for mess it up anymore. Because we messed that up. I'll check the week before last week, and then I'll check the end of the week before that if I can't find it, and then I'll check the beginning of next week, because I'm sure I don't think it was last week. I think it was a week before. And I've got times written down for a couple of videos, so what I'll do is I'll just jump straight to that time in the replay and see if anything happens. But it's so strange, because usually I'm meticulous with checking a video afterwards if something's happened. I'm straight on to TikTok replays, scrolling at the time to see if I can catch it. That has to be the first time that I've totally forgotten about something like that. But it just speaks for how comfortable I was with whatever it was that was touching my back. You've seen me jump at points when it could very well have been. See, the fog was, let's tell you, 2 days before the full moon. Let's get the exact date. See if this makes sense. 12th of August. Two weeks ago yesterday. Fuck off, please. I'll check them all anyway. I'll check them all and see. I think it might have been after Badgergate. I don't think it was far back as 2 weeks on Tuesday. It was Wednesday, Thursday or Friday, I think. Escape Spiles. I think what I need to do is I need to better log these things, especially because I'm so busy with videos at the minute and editing pictures and trying to bring out shadows.
So when things happen, I need to date them and time them. I need to date them and time them if it's like a knock on a door or something when I'm live. Let's keep your eyes on
No
that.
wind, drafts, or pets. Just an empty hallway and something waiting downstairs for him. Tell me, would you go downstairs?
No, but zooming in on that door shouldn't affect the telly like that, mate.
This other video was recorded by a woman who claims that very strange things have been happening in her house. She says she often hears footsteps and doors moving by themselves, but this time she recorded it all. What happens next will leave you completely.
So, the first thing you do if you get footsteps and doors moving in your house is check the history of your house. Old houses have stories. Residual energies love wooden floors. So if your floors are fucking old and they're pure wood, that shit holds memory. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I get that wood is a dead tree, but it's a porous, it's like stone. The stone on old buildings holds memory. It does.
Terrified.
Okay, that's fake. Fuck off. Your reaction was not what it should have been.
We see her working in a room when suddenly the door that was open slams shut. Frightened,
That reaction
she tries to
didn't
open it,
match
but
the
then
action.
several objects in the room suddenly fall, as if someone or something had thrown them. Completely
No,
terrified,
nothing through them.
she
They
runs
fell
out
off the
of
fucking
room.
mantelpiece. She knocked them off the mantelpiece.
Now let's hear the story of Sarah. A woman's
No, we're going
next
back
leave
because
you
I want to see if she
completely
puts her hand on the
terrified.
mantelpiece and knocks them. This thing dangling in the door. Right, she hit it with her hand. Look, she hit it with her hand on the way down.
Terrified.
Watch that thing in the door. Why have you got ties to the back of your door? Watch her arm. Watch her right arm. She knocks everything off of her arm. Right there. Debunked. Don't fucking try me. Do you want me to rewind it so you can see it again? She hit everything with her arm.
We see her working in a room when suddenly the door that was open slams shut.
Oh, he's
Frightened,
going to
she
show us
tries
it
to
anyway,
open
so...
it, but then several objects
Watch
in the
this
room
arm.
suddenly fall,
What?
as if someone
oh,
or
cut
something
that. She
had
swings her
thrown them.
arm back
Completely
and knocks
terrified,
everything
she
off her
runs out of the room. Now let's hear the story of Sarah, a woman who was cleaning an old asylum
Yeah, I'm
completely
smoking.
alone while she was doing her chores. Some strange noises broke the
Why is
silence.
that hospital so empty?
At that moment, she took out her phone and started
Oh,
recording.
this meat wagon. Just look, this big basket of shit's going to move.
A lot of noises.
Why is it so empty?
See where that noise is coming from?
Thanks, Mom's oranges. Yeah, she knew that was there. I would have stood in that and slept on it because I would have been so terrified to get out of that room if some fucker tried to lock me in.
Listen, it's like someone is going to scream like they're talking. No, but you can hear someone screaming. I think it's from here.
Really?
Hey, sometimes you can hear the
Fucking
wheelchairs like
infuriates
they're
me when cunts
moving,
don't
like
pay
they're
what they're supposed
talking.
to pay when they're supposed to pay.
What could it be? What could it be? Oh no!
What is that?
Now look. It got can't be. It can't be. Did you hear?
Why does her
No, I
voice not
did. No,
sound
I
like
really
it's
felt
on the
someone
video?
touch me. I have it on. The damn neon won't open.
Sup,
I
Sean?
wanted to hear a lot of noise. I'm going to have to go get my daughter.
Open up, it won't open!
Then, in just a matter of seconds, a food cart slid across the room by itself while the elevator
Did it?
suddenly
Or is
stopped
somebody hiding and
responding.
pushing it?
But the activity didn't end there. A few days later, Sarah woke up at home around 3 a.m. after hearing strange noises. Watch very closely.
No way. I don't know if you can hear.
Right. Nothing's gonna follow you home from the hospital, mate.
Trash can. Hey, the damn trash can. It opens and shuts on its own.
Lights
You can
off.
hear it.
Exactly.
What can I do? No way.
What are we looking at? It just looks like a big fucking blur.
The hell is it? Oh, was that her? Oh. No way, what is this?
Why does it sound like
It's
a
the trash can opening and closing by itself. No! Just why the hell is it doing that?
The lid of the trash can in his bathroom started opening by itself. It wasn't a big display of activity, but Sarah's family is very worried about her. They fear that something followed her from work to home and that this is just the beginning of something much worse. A real
Just
ghost?
wants to feed it up,
Or maybe
clearly.
it's not. I'll let you judge for yourself. This
There's no
other
food
clip
pedal,
was
is there?
recorded in a kitchen where a young woman says she's been feeling uneasy lately. She says she often senses someone behind her.
Oh, I know that.
Tonight, her greatest fear will come true, and it will be recorded.
Convenient. That's my cat. Look. You've tied your hair to a piece of string that is not as long as the distance you need to travel. Okay?
In the clip, she places a plate on the dining table.
Because you can see when it's fucking tied. Look.
Suddenly, someone yanks her hair from
Yeah.
behind, pulling her back.
Is that them there?
And making her fall
Or
to
was
the
that her
ground.
reflection?
Strangely,
Oh, look,
no one can
look.
be seen in the room.
I can see
Yet it
somebody
seems
right
clear
fucking
that
there!
someone or
Oh, would you
something
look at
grabbed
that?
her violently. This is the story of Tara, a woman
No, we're gonna
haunted
watch
by
that
recording.
again.
She places a plate on the dining table.
Dude,
Suddenly,
we
someone
can
yanks
see her
her hair
head.
from behind, pulling her backward and making her fall to the ground.
You didn't duck
Strangely,
quick
no
enough.
one can be seen in the room. Yet it seems clear that someone
Fuck
or
off.
something grabbed her violently. This is the story of Tara, a woman haunted by...
Sean, everything you're writing, sending twice. Yeah, we're good. That was fuck's sake.
the unexplainable.
This
her
is
whole
not what
life.
this live was supposed to
Since
be.
childhood, she saw shadows
Don't do that to
and
me.
heard strange
That's
noises
evil.
at home. Her mother, who also had paranormal experiences as a child, believed her immediately.
It's a true ghost story. Believe that whatever it is has followed me.
Dude, why are none of your videos in sync with the fucking audio? Right, Y-Scapes.
A few years ago, until he moved to a new house in the countryside, after some time in his new home, his pets started behaving strangely, staring at the ceiling and standing still. A few days later, Tara noticed odd scratch marks on the ceiling beneath her attic and Things only got worse from there.
On the phone with my stepdad today, he asked, "Who's with you?" I said, "No one." "Why?" He replied, "Who's that guy talking?" I'm like, "I'm here alone? What do you mean?" He's like, "There's a man talking as loud as you right now." And I was like...
Later, he found scratches on one of the second-floor windows. At first, they seemed to come from inside, but they were actually on the outside.
Okay, I'm gonna call it. She looks questionable.
Sorry, I got to do it. Why smells?
Do you have to make so much noise?
No, but Yscape smells.
Well, there's like 3 Yscapes in here, so...
Why is there 3?
Because it's bumping up the viewers.
Yeah, I know. I sort of noticed because there's like 3 Yscapes commenting.
Go make a cup of tea, I'm busy. There's no need for that abuse. Is there Yscapes? Yscapes are supposed to be
I don't know what she's saying, but... It seems... that it has like 4 letters, maybe. I have this on the other side of the window. You can see it, the second side.
He said them badgers. Fuck the flies. Do badgers.
I can clean them and clean them and clean them.
Why are you cleaning them on the inside though if the fingerprints are on the outside?
The only other strange thing to note is that I've been hearing loud noises.
I hear loud noises. It's usually my son trying to come through the fucking ceiling.
Am I screwing myself over? Is it Jackie?
Oh my god, thank god. Thank you.
At least you turned the light on.
Thank you.
Why does it sound like Siri's trying to talk?
I'm sorry, dude. You just scared the holy shit out of... After seeing the scratches on the window, the door of a closet suddenly opened behind her, and more scratching sounds were heard. Tara is convinced that it's the same entity.
So he's making it very, very, very difficult to watch these videos because they're not dubbed properly. He hasn't synced the audio up. Or he's unsynced the audio. I don't know how you do that when you're...
That has followed her throughout her life. Is Tara being haunted by something evil? Or is it all an elaborate hoax? You decide. This documented case comes from the popular paranormal investigation group Overnights. The investigation takes place in what the locals call the Devil's Hospital, a place that has been abandoned for a long time and is said to be cursed. Regardless of your belief in ghosts, what happened to this group in the hospital that night was truly terrifying.
Is there going to be any harm done to us?
You want potatoes? Well, you have to put them on until 1:15, so 45 minutes.
Today, this entire building is filled with rain.
45 minutes at 100 and...
Where do we want to go? Should we leave?
185 for 45 minutes. What? What was it on when you came there earlier? Right, we'll put it on 195 for 45 minutes. Sorry, she distracted me. I was trying. So that last video, the bottom of the cupboard was out of the frame of camera. Isn't it? It's probably because it's very flash. Right, I'm live, Leah. Yeah, the pan of that cupboard was out at the bottom, so it's pretty easy for somebody to open it because her body's blocking. The drawer, again, hide somebody inside or string. I don't know. It seemed like they tried to use some sort of Siri or Alexa app to edit voice in the immediate audio, because I kept hearing what sounded like Siri talking at random points, not making any sense. I think as well she looked kind of off her face, I'm not going to lie, but she looked too overly shocked for somebody who's used to it all her life. Usually by 20, 25 you're kind of at peace with the fact that that's the card that you've been dealt. It was too much of a reaction. This dude is
Let me zoom in on the room. Back. Wait, I thought the room had a light.
Okay, I can see a shadow there.
Yeah, but you see it too?
At the end of the room, there's a light that keeps appearing. It's kind of bright.
Yes.
Look, I know there's a street nearby. They're not headlights. At the end of the room, there's a light that keeps appearing.
It's like low.
Yeah, no man, that's insane. I can see it pulsing.
Yes.
Strong. No, I'm not following what?
Church. Hello, sir. This is the word believe. Like, let me tell you about my religion.
REM pod. Yeah, there was definitely a shadowy. That REM pod was going nuts, man. Oh, could you imagine if I took a REM pod over to the park? I need to get a REM pod.
At first we hear recordings coming out of the spirit box, faint and unclear voices. A dark shadow suddenly appears before the camera.
Well, that's not when I've seen the shadow. I've seen the shadow.
The REM pod device starts beeping insistently
on that side of the
over
door
and over, as if something invisible is responding or warning them.
It's just responding or warning. No, it's interacting with them.
In just
Why escapes?
It can shape your beard smoother than your wife's skin, leaving no dark spots behind.
Get the REM POD device.
Developed gently by New York University. Not only covers beards,
Razors, why escapes?
Everything's up, even when we just turned on the Ovilus.
Oh God, Cameron, what do you want?
Oh, a heavy static.
That sounded like a slip.
From the beginning, we've heard everything upstairs, even when we just turned on the OVU.
People are staying up whisking in the game when I don't have it.
Oh, a heavy static.
That sounded like a slip.
Okay, so here.
What?
What's the most amazing thing about what you said about hearing things on the stairs? A
cat ball or something? But I know there's no cat ball there.
Am I tripping here, or does this audio sound like it doesn't belong to the video?
Cat ball.
Yeah, I think it's the component inside of it because it's wow.
Is it dubbed? Are they foreign and they've dubbed it?
That's not supposed to be a thing.
Yes, it is. It's one of those fucking plasma balls.
Thought it was just a shoulder.
Dude, this is crazy. This is it. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Good job, Uncle Wyatt.
Hi, I like that idea for spook hunting, having the handle on the back of... That's quite a good idea, not gonna lie.
We're amazed, brother.
It was like I was very close to...
You? Yes, it was like I was gonna turn around. And there was someone there, like, right?
I'm sorry, I'm struggling with this audio. It's not right, is it? Cameron, are you still watching? Can you... That's not right, that audio. That audio is weird, isn't it?
That came from the same direction. Like it sounded like I was gonna turn and there was just gonna be someone.
Why does it sound like I'm watching a Popeye movie? Or Popeye program?
While the team is talking among themselves, a sudden loud and sharp bang echoes. Almost
It's weird,
as if
isn't
something
it?
is sliding. Moments later, strange tapping sounds start coming from different directions.
Weird.
Events unfold so quickly that everyone is left on edge.
Believe me, my guy, I'm on edge just watching this video because I'm tripping balls or some shit.
Stay still, dude. What? There were only 2 taps behind me. Chat, I was like, I'm sure I heard something. And
Really
then,
bad.
boom.
Dubbed Mortal Kombat or
It
some
fell out on his
shit.
face. Was it burning your face? Now it has this peanut
Nah.
smell. And the confirmation that yes.
Oh my god. Me, literally.
While one of them is sitting on the couch, a strange bang suddenly
There was no
sounds
bang!
behind
Nothing fucking
unsettling
happened!
and unnatural.
Dude farted or something!
Then,
And shit
loud
himself,
bangs start coming from
literally!
another room, getting more and more intense.
That's what it seems like, because...
que está subiendo un tiempo.
No, because now we're talking Spanish! What is happening? This whole video, this whole bit of video is like a paranormal event. She's now talking in Spanish.
He places the REM pod and asks, "Are you called Sam?" The device sounds almost immediately.
Well, at least he's saying pod now. Fucking hell. Nobody's
Like just precisely
Right, he's literally standing.
No.
Finally, when the team enters the bedroom, the REM pod starts going off once again, indicating some kind of presence in that place. During a
I wasn't even a REM pod!
a team of paranormal experts sets up in a room that is supposedly haunted. They claim to have experienced...
Dude, you have no idea. Do you know how many times I lose the tie with these fucking narrators as well? How do these do it from like 1.87 thousand
strange
subs,
noises
and I can't even
shadowy
get 20.
figures here before. But this time
I
they
know.
use a spirit box to try to communicate, and what they capture will definitely not leave you indifferent.
But are they speaking English though?
Thank you.
What's wrong?
Oh Jesus. I'm waiting for him to drop the REM POD device.
The
The team sits quietly asking questions into the darkness as the spirit box crackles with static. Suddenly, clear and unsettling voices begin to answer the questions, as if someone really is there with them. One of the investigators even seems visibly affected, looking around as if he could feel a presence very close by. Are these random spirit box noises or proof of something in the dark? Share your thoughts in the comments.
What the fuck did we just watch? I wonder if all their videos are like that. Oh, that was class. Movies with a fucking absolute speed up in the end. Let's do it. Let's see what the comments say. How did the person made videos? Please don't take it to heart people's not nice comments. I'm first time watch. I don't think too bad. Videos are videos. Fucking dead. I'm scary enough. I appreciate you and what you've done. Thanks, Les, Ireland. Fucking hell. Oh, that comment is close. Did you notice the bread box in the kitchen counter opened the first before the cabinet door? You said nothing about the clear grill and keep at it. I thought you did a good job. The AI voiceovers originals are in Spanish. It's all translated to English and spoken. I'm actually crying. The only way to enjoy this is to turn off the audio. I got it. Fucking dead. I'm so confused by the voiceovers. I don't think you're ready. I can't. Please. Do better with your voiceovers. I don't know what I was listening to. Oh, that's fucking class. How to do better with a voice? You can tell it don't belong to the videos. Also, you don't need to spell out the REM pod. Translate to English. Yes. Faulty hinges. Oh. Fuck sake. A boring video. I don't think it was boring. Well, honestly, with much respect to the person posting these videos, You need a lot more practice on posting. There is no sound to whatever we're supposed to be hearing. If it wasn't for the fact that I've already seen some of these videos elsewhere, I would not have known what we were supposed to be hearing. I actually found a video of the boys in the silo with the skinwalker to be fascinating. I really wanted to watch and hear again. But to no avail. That's not that maybe is Liz from First Comment. Let's see. Yeah. How do you advise him how to do better? Steed off insulting poor guy. Why do we need subtitles in Spanish? Don't forget to mention the subtitles too. Oh, fuck my life. Oh, Jesus. How come I... Oh, gotta check the replies. Sir, most of your videos I miss badly, but I wish to see your videos, but I'm chasing away whatever I come to watch your videos, because most of the times your videos give me warning not to watch alone. Unfortunately, most of the time I'm home alone. Right, hang on, let's... Please do not discourage our competitors. You should encourage more competitors by appreciating them. Sometimes honesty is not the best policy. I think they're using AI because the original voices are in Spanish. Most don't understand it, so they use AI to translate the voices and tone into English. It's not our fault that you're slow. The dog wouldn't react that way to AI. No harm being honest. If they're not totally experienced and need advice to do better, that's how they know and learn, I guess. Actually, that's the guy that does Nuke's Top 5, which means this channel steals content and makes it own. The voice sort of sounded familiar, but not exactly like his. Maybe he used AI to clone his voice. Right, make up my mind already. Dude, better get the house blessed immediately. Oh, these comments are fucking... You said nothing about a clear growl in your first video. That's very audible when the cabinet door swung open, and I do not think that was a dog. It sounded more human. It is his wife. I've been seeing the shadow people since I was 5 years old, because my dad was a security guard and he took me with him during the inspections of our German Shepherd dog. I'm reading this. Story time. At first I was scared of those entities, but I noticed that whenever they sensed my fear, they came out of hiding place. So back in college, I saw this dark silhouette figure of a 6'5" or 7 feet. That's a big difference. Tall shadow person 2 meters behind me at 2 AM, lurking behind the kitchen door with half of its body exposed. So out of anger that it scares my cat, I snapped towards it and tried to punch the entity's face. However, the shadow people or beings ran through the wall, so I chased after it till I got out of the house and went to the neighbour's house. That was the last time I saw this dark being. My take: never show fear to these beings, but have fear if you can't pay your mortgage and your other bills, because that will surely make you homeless. What the fuck? The fuck? You think you scared off some magical shadow man? People will believe anything, man. That's the drugs, not shadow people. Should I just like start narrating the comments on these videos? Oh, fuck my life. Yeah, let's Conity. Les Conity wins the day. How do you pronounce videos? V-I-D-I-O-S. Videos. Quickly before I jump off, let's check the comments on the last video that we watched before that. I don't know if this is a good idea. Oh god, they're all in Spanish. True, we are not alone in this immensity. It's just that the authorities in this world deny everything. Well, he's not wrong. A week ago I thought I saw oh, Jesus Christ. Did we only watch 2 videos? No,
How you doing?
we watched Nick stuff. I slapped hand. Pardon me. There are too many generations of idiots these days. Cats sometimes freezes when they are hunting or sees danger, as my cats sometimes do it. The end of the cat's tail twitches. The cat sees something. This is something cats do when they hunt. Creepy footage of real living people in these videos are more scarier than paranormal footage of ghosts and other supernatural stuffs caught on video. He's not wrong. Yeah, I think that was the first one we watched, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh! Well, we started off looking at spooky shit. Then we started laughing at people, which made my night, not gonna lie. So from now on, when we do Terrifying Tuesdays, if we watch a video that's clearly full of shit, like that one, we are going straight to the comments afterwards for shits and giggles, because that was hilarious. I am fucking happy now. It's probably because they think like we do, smart. That is my mouse disconnecting and reconnecting itself. Do it again. That was not better. Right, I'm going. I need to get the dogs a dinner. I'm letting them out for a quick pee. I think we'll come back on Thursday and do another sesh like this, right? That is if I've got a voice tomorrow. I'll be on at 6 for Wacky Wednesday. Although it's Wacky Wednesday now. It turned midnight and things got wacky. You did! You did! Well, this is longer. We usually finish at 12 when we start at 10. We just got lost in the best comment section I have ever read. Thursday, come back Thursday at 10 o'clock, we'll do it again, but we'll do it properly, we'll do the comments. deliberately. Go get yourself some. Go get some sleep. I gotta wash my hand because all my scabs are coming off. It's fucking gross. Gross. I didn't even have snacks either when I escaped. We made 3 hours without snacks. High five. Yeah, go get yourself some snoozes. Tomorrow at 6 for Wacky Wednesday. And I'm going to invest in a REM pod. Might as well terrify. We could take it over to the park as well as the K2. And the dowsing rods. I think next Tuesday, weather permitting, and we're coming into winter now, so the weather's going to be all the fuck over the place. So as to whether we go out anywhere, it will be probably decided within the last half an hour before I go live, unless I have planned it and checked the forecast. No, it doesn't. Right, I'm going. Good night, everybody. At least you got a nice wee giggle at the end. Looney surprises. Looney surprises are fabulous.